Welcome to the Live Wide Open podcast. I'm your host, Randy B. Ramirez, the high performance mentor, and I'm here to lead you to become the best version of yourself. This show raises the bar for all the motorsport enthusiasts. Holding it wide open, it's just what we do. Being a good person is who we are, and living our lives to the fullest is the lifestyle that we choose. Yo, my brother, what if the worst thing that's happening in your life right now is actually the thing that's preparing you for what? For everything that you've prayed for. Like, what if the worst thing that's actually happening to you right now is actually preparing you for everything that you've prayed for? Like, man, that's wild. When you reframe things, you can look at the same thing and yet come out with a different answer. You see, what if God isn't punishing you, bro? What if instead God, he is training you? Like, bro, I remember looking back at some of the fucking hardest days of my life, bro. Straight up. The setbacks, the failures, the disappointments, the losses, the moments where nothing was going according to my fucking plan, bro. And like most men, I wanted out. I really did. I wanted answers. I wanted relief. I wanted God to remove the fucking pressure that I was feeling, bro. But years later, when I look back and I think about that, I realized something, bro. You see, every season that I begged God to end the struggle that I was in was actually building the man that I am today. All those struggles built me to who I am today. The discipline, the faith, the resilience, the ability to carry more fucking weight. You see, the old version of me, he couldn't handle what this current version of me carries right now every single day. And when I think about it like that, the fire changed. The fire changed inside of me. And maybe that's exactly what's happening to you right now, bro. What if you think about it like that? You see, God removes what you've leaned on so that you learn to lean on Him. Because so often we get cocky, we get whatever you want to call it. We think that we're unstoppable. And God, He reminds us that it's not you that you need to lean on, it's Him that you need to lean on. You see, we want the growth. Most of us men want the growth, but very few of us men actually want the process required to create that growth that we want. Because it sucks. It's uncomfortable. And sometimes God, what He does is that He removes comfort from your life because comfort became your crutch. You see, sometimes He removes the certainty that you have because certainty becomes the idol that you always look up to. Like, you're certain. You think that nothing's going to put you down. You think that you can't fall anymore. You think you can't fail. Sometimes He allows the plan that you have to fail because your identity became too attached to those plans. And He's reminding you that you need to lean on Him. You need to count on Him. Like, bro, think about riding motorcycles. I always reference motorcycles, race cars, anything that it's related to what I really love. And so think about riding motorcycles. Like when I first learned how to wheelie, how to stoppie, like how to do some nice tricks. Like, bro, I was constantly trying to control everything. I really was. And if I'm not in my flow state, I will overthink it and I will try to control it. And I will not ride as good. And so eventually I ended up realizing that balance isn't found through tension. The balance that I'm looking for and I'm riding, whether it's a wheelie, a stoppie, or anything, it's found through trust and feel. But when I try to fight it, when I try to force it, it doesn't happen. When I trust my gut, when I trust my feeling, when I just go with the flow and I ride naturally, brother, fucking shit comes out raw. And look, here's the fucking crazy part. Life, it works the same way. Married men, bro, especially us married men, but many men, we grip the handlebars of life so fucking hard that we're actually making ourselves unstable. Like we're over gripping that shit. Like, have you ever been driving and all of a sudden you feel like the tension going on and you look at your hand, you're like, holy shit, and it's all red because you were grabbing the steering wheel so tight and it wasn't intentional. You were just fucking tense the fuck up. Like, it's the same shit we're talking about here. Sometimes God, he forces us to release the control that we have so that we can develop the faith. You see, God will often remove what you're trusting in before he makes you become who you're trusting. He's going to remove what you're trusting so that you can become who you're trusting. You see, pressure doesn't reveal your weakness, bro. The pressure that we're feeling, that we're going through, the pressure that helps you evolve, it reveals where the strength needs to be built. So what happens most of the time, we're getting frustrated, we're getting angry, because the pressure, the tension, the stress is high. But then if we reframe that and we realize that pressure that we're feeling, that's where we become strong in order to take on these next level ups. Every warrior wants to be strong. Every man, I hope every fucking man wants to be strong, right? But nobody voluntarily wants to go put in the work. Nobody wants to feel the pain on purpose. Very few of us. It just sucks. But the pressure exposes the gaps that you have. And then the pressure exposes the insecurities that you have. And when you feel tense, stressed, the pressure comes back and it exposes the fear that you have. And any more pressure, it exposes where you're still immature. And bro, I see it all the time. I go through this all the fucking time. I'm constantly evolving. I'm constantly looking back and I'm constantly realizing that old me couldn't handle what I'm going through today. And that reframe has helped me continue to fight, continue to go forward, continue to take fucking punches in the face from life and keep going, keep building. And look, I'm not saying this to shame you. I'm saying this to show you where the growth is required. Most of us we just have our ego so fucking high that we don't expose the truth. But the truth will set you free because it exposes where you need to grow, where the growth is required. Like, think about it like this. When you're in the gym, right? Muscles, they grow because they get damaged first from the fucking exercises. In racing, speed comes before pushing the limits. You need to gain the speed. You need to go fast. And then all of a sudden you're like, holy shit, I'm thinking I've never gone this fast before. You're pushing the limits. In construction, the foundations are tested before the structure is built. If you don't have a good foundation, if you have a weak foundation, your structure is gonna fucking fall. And so why would life be any different, bro? Like, what if the pressure that you're facing right now, what if it's just proof that you're not failing, but that you're learning? What if it's proof that you're being prepared? What if it's proof that you're getting stronger, that you're getting built, that you're in the forge? You see, the weight isn't crushing you, brother. It's fucking training you. Look at it that way. Most men who become dangerous, they become dangerous though because we are the men who refuse to quit when the fire is the hottest. When the fire comes, when the pressure builds, when everything feels like it's falling apart, most of us want to quit. I used to be that guy. And now I look at my hardships and I look at the struggles that I'm going through. And in the moment, you're like, holy fuck, how the fuck am I going to overcome this? But then when you do, you look back and you're like, yo, I became so much stronger because of that. Most people quit when things get uncomfortable. The chosen few though, dog, we fucking stay. We stay not because we enjoy the suffering, but we stay because we understand something most people will never learn. That the fire eventually ends. And then the man that it creates, that motherfucker remains, dog. That's the difference. Like, think about forged steel. In order to forge steel, you need the heat, you need the pressure, you need the fucking hammer, and then you need to repeat it over and over and over again. Without the fire, it's fucking weak. Without the pressure, it becomes fragile. Without shaping it, it's useless. So us men, we're no fucking different, dog. The strongest ones aren't the men who avoid the hardships. Brother, the strongest men are the ones who endured the hardships and then become better because of it. So look, your purpose starts glowing when you stop running from the fire and you start fucking heading straight into it. So look, I'm gonna ask you like this. What challenge are you facing right now in your life, dog, that you've been viewing as a punishment instead of a preparation? Let me help you reframe that shit. And then the challenge with that is that for this next several days, every time that something goes wrong, I don't want you to ask and think and all this shit that, oh, why is this happening to me? Fuck that. What is this trying to build inside of me? What is this trying to teach me? What is this trying to forge in me? Ask yourself that shit in the moment and reframe the situation. And when it comes up, write it down and watch how your perspective changes, my brother. You see, the fire that you're in today may be producing the man that you've been praying to become. So don't fucking quit. Don't retreat. Don't waste the pain that you're feeling. Because one day you're going to look back and then you're going to realize that the season that you went through, that almost broke you, dog, it became the season that fucking built you. So keep fighting, keep praying, keep showing up, because God, He isn't done with you, brother. Live wide open. Yo, I'm driving the checkered flag deep in the ground, claiming victory for every single wide open warrior that's out there. My brother, this is your fucking wake-up call. Break the chains, step out of the average, and become that badass motherfucker that you were born to be. This Live Wide Open movement isn't just a podcast. This is a mission that God has stamped in my heart, and helping you rise is the purpose I live for. So lock this shit in and hit that subscribe button so you never miss another episode. And bro, if today's message lit that fire in your chest, then don't you dare keep this shit to yourself. Fuel another brother. Send this to another motorhead. Send this to another gearhead. Send this to another warrior who's hungry for more. Because the truth of the matter is that building a better life for your family is non-negotiable. Bro, you got people who are depending on you. You've got a legacy to create. And those excuses that keep popping up in your mind, they're never gonna feed the fucking table. That's why it's time to get up, it's time to lock in, and it's time to get to fucking work, dog. This is your movement, this is your mission, this is your moment. And wide open is the fucking way. Let's go.